Hey, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my photo chats. So today I'm going to talk about projects. I have a project that I realized I started years ago and I'm continuing it and I'm promoting it a lot more this year. And it's the backyard barbecue. I think that there are a lot of events that we go to as families, including weddings, which are a big affair. But people are kind of coming together and it's a big to-do, and that's wonderful. But it's also very stressful for a lot of people. And there's a lot of stress, or not just stress, there's a lot of travel involved. There's a lot of logistics to try to get it all together, and all the party favors, all the flowers, all the decorations, all the dresses and tuxedos and all that. Well, there's a similar thing we do in our daily life, but it's not quite as extensive, but it's still a family affair, and that's the backyard barbecue. And I'm fascinated by how families get together, and they sometimes create family reunions at the barbecue. Sometimes they just gather and it's a place where family and friends can meet. And you can't document that with a cell phone. You can't document that in selfies and say you've been there. You need an outsider documentary photographer, a photojournalist, to go watch for those special little moments. And that's what I do. And so I'm looking to build out that project this year, and maybe I'll make it into one of those books that we talked about. Maybe I'll make it into a gallery project. It's very visual. Just like years ago I did the summer of 2017, which was a photo story on the Boulder parks. There's something very visual about photographing people at play. And there's something about backyard barbecues that has a very universal appeal. Everybody can relate to that barbecue grill and the smoke coming up and the people clowning around and the backyard games. And there's just a lot of activity, and it's very visual. And a lot of it is often just getting access. I want to reach out to my neighbors, and I think a lot of people who don't understand documentary photography would say, why would you want to do that? And how am I doing this? What do I get for it? And why do you need it? Or what? And it's like, people are so used to just using their phones to make, I guess, just a selfie and quick grab of a photo or two, and then nobody sees them, and that's it. This is certainly different. I have a link to a handful of photos that I can show you. I'll put those in the show notes, and I think that there is a wealth of opportunity. If you're looking for a great place to go make some photographs and you hear about a backyard barbecue, or you're even having one, photograph it. But photograph it like a documentary photographer. Use a wide angle lens, use an 85, go make some portraits, but also get some people interacting and some of the fun, some of the laugh, some of the joy. And it doesn't have to be backyard, it could be an indoor party. The point is, it's a gathering of people, and they're being as much of a family affair as that wedding without all that fanfare. There's still some decoration, there's still some tablecloths, and there's still some, table settings and all that kind of stuff. But it's not quite the big to-do of a wedding, but it's got the family, and it's got that sense of joy and that sense of excitement that everybody's together. And like I said, once you add some games in there, and I have friends who have backyard parties and they bring musicians in and they play music. All of that is valuable to document, to make a real collection of those kind of photographs of families being together, like some of the most special moments we have. And it's certainly much more than a selfie can do. So make those photos. And I'll make some, and I'll show you my final project when it's finished, for sure. All right, that's today's photography talk. I'm getting hungry for a hot dog. Hey, if you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. If you can support, hit the Patreon. Thanks so much to all my supporters. I appreciate you. I'll be back next time. We'll talk more photography. As always, here's to good light.